If you have nothing to worry about, if you have nothing to hide, you can face the Tribune. But if you don't, if you do, then you don't want it to face the Tribune. With me today, as always, my co-host, Mr. Clark Feeley. Mr. Clark Feeley, how are you today?
Hi, Mr. Host.
Mr. Producer,
Oh,
how's everything?
pretty
You
good.
know, I gotta talk to you a little bit before we go into a different um, issues. Why these newspapers in the United States assume they can lie to people? Front page of the little paper over there on Bonanza Road, the Review Journal. Okay, dislike for Trump cuts across population, but he's still the front runner. He's still most popular of the three candidates in the Republican Party. And now they said, then, according to the article, I read the article. I don't remember half of the stuff they wrote in there, but it was like an Associated Press, I believe. They quote the Associated Press in there, said that Donald Trump is disliked by uh, Latinos and disliked by women, disliked by this, disliked by that. But he's the only person that can put 18,000 people.
If he's so disliked, how come he's leaving?
And why do
If he's disliked, how disliked is Cruz?
And why people
How disliked is Kasich?
Why people go to his rallies? 18,000 people, I think it was
Cruz had
yesterday.
to cancel his because he only attracted less than 100 people.
No,
so Cruz
really?
canceled in
Really?
New York.
How do
He
you know
canceled
that?
one of them.
Well, in New York, it's understandable. He
Well.
insulted the New Yorkers very bad.
Well,
He kind of humiliated.
But have you ever heard of Cruz attracting, let's say, 1,000 people at any of his rallies? I
No.
never have.
No, he used a regular room. He don't use it.
Yeah, don't you think that's significant?
Yeah,
Trump has to fill up auditoriums. I mean, arenas that seat 10,000, 15,000 people.
Yeah.
And even then, even no matter how many people the arena sits, there's people outside that couldn't get in.
I know. It is.
But he cuts across the population. They all dislike him. I love Cruz. He says, I'm the only one who can beat Hillary Clinton.
We're gonna have.
Where does that come from?
I need to take a shortcut over here. We need to talk to the cameraman so he can put the camera where you can show more than your nose in the camera.
Yeah, but I'm just a producer.
Yeah, but I mean, if
I'm just kind of like in the background.
if he will turn a little bit.
But then when the other person shows up, we got to go back.
Oh.
See, I'm just thinking ahead.
Oh, I see.
I'm in advance. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I can move more.
Well, we can play around with it.
To the left. It's okay. I just giving you a hard time. I'm just pulling you left. I don't have any problem with that.
Christ.
Don't destroy the whole studio now just to change the camera. Anyway, I believe.
See, that's easy.
The other way, no? Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's good.
But maybe I'm still the same.
Well, you can move a little bit that way or this way.
Yeah, but I'm in control center over here. I have to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, that's true too. But see, whatever you're doing now, it is working because I can see your white hair. Oh, I see.
I just got my dye job done today.
You don't have a white hair.
I dyed it white. My hair's jet black.
You don't
So I
have
dye it white.
You don't have a white hair in your nose. That's why you left your nose on.
I don't dye my nose. I just dye my hair to get. I
Anyway.
look like a calypso dancer.
Anyway,
My hair's
let's
dark.
work on this thing here. Can you explain to me why the newspapers are so infatuated with the fact that Donald Trump is the person who is the front runner, and the
They're
person.
liberals, so they have an agenda and they distort
Yeah,
the headlines.
yeah,
They distort them.
yeah,
And that goes on every single day.
that's
The
right.
news media distorts it. They say things that are distortions, pure and simple. And half the people in this country listen to that and they believe it. And it's an out and out distortion. It's a lie. How come Ted Cruz says that he can get to 1237? He can. And he's 250 votes behind Trump. Well, if he can get to 237, Trump must almost be there.
You mean 1237?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what Cruz says. Cruz is lying, Ted. Trump doesn't lie.
No, let's don't start that BS now, putting names and that. He's just a dreamer. That's all it
He
is.
lies.
He's a dreamer. He's
Why
not
does he
lying.
say-
He believes that. That's what he believes.
Why
he
does he
believes in
say?
that.
Why does he say that Trump? You want coffee?
No.
Why does he say that Trump contributed to the campaigns of Schumer, of all the Democrats, and he never mentions, like, that Trump contributed to Cruz's campaign?
It took you too long to put your hands on
What? Why does he say that? Don't you think that's being disingenuous, if not an outright distortionist and liar? He doesn't mention the fact that Cruz had given him money when he was running for senator.
Cruz
Yes.
was giving him giving money?
Trump gave Cruz
Trump.
money.
Oh no, of course. But
Why doesn't he say
but
that?
he remembered and mentioned it all the time that he gave money to Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
He gave money to everybody because
Including Cruz.
and including Cruz, because everybody is very simple. Everybody is viable. Everybody is viable.
But don't you think
can
that-
buy those politicians. With him, they cannot do that, and that's what it bothers to everybody. He's going to be the most independent president we ever had.
And that's going to be refreshing, and let's see what happens. We need to try that. Somebody that's not viable by special interest. I can't wait to see
Or
what.
at least we can say that he could be the most independent president. I don't know.
Starting out that way.
People can change their mind, and he might
Evolve, you mean?
evolve a little bit, and maybe he start taking sides with somebody he did business before. But I don't think he is that type of person. I don't think he is that type of person.
I think whatever he does as president, he wants to do a good job for America. That's his goal going in, and that's what he's going to concentrate on.
But that's what
And he wants to have it on his record at the end of the day that he did a great job and he made America great again. That's his goal.
That's
what he wants to do.
Not only his goal, but he wants that to be his legacy.
Yes, exactly right.
And
he wouldn't do anything else but that.
And not only his legacy, but his family legacy, because those young kids that he got now.
That's true.
And
how about his
by
grandkids?
the way,
how many has he got? My God.
How many what?
Grandkids and everything. He's got
Who?
Trump.
Oh yeah.
It's not just him.
Yeah, no.
That Trump name's going to go on and on and on.
That's
especially if Grandpa Trump becomes great for America. Jesus, those grandkids are going to be. Gee, my God.
They're going to be very proud of Grandpa.
I bet one of the grandkids. They say it skips generations. Greatness. So maybe there's two-way. Maybe the great grandkid will be another Trump. After 2 or 3 generations, you'll have another president there.
Well, if we have Bush and we have Clinton, why not Trump?
Right.
I mean, what the heck? The Bush don't
we can have 2. When you start getting 3, maybe you're pushing it a little bit.
The Bushes didn't even have to wait for another generation. They went one after the other one.
Right.
I mean, that was insulting to the people of this country.
Yeah, they were trying to get 2 now in the same generation. Because George and Jeb are brothers.
Yeah.
They weren't even waiting for a grandkid.
I know.
Jeez.
You know, whatever. I'm sure they give him.
Didn't make it.
I'm sure they give Jeff a hard time now. Oh wow, you didn't make it. You know, we got two presidents in this house and you didn't make it. Because they sounds or they seems to be, I don't know if they are or not, because I never met any of them. But I didn't like them at all. I started with the father when he was in the CIA. I didn't like him. I think he did a lot of wrong things.
Well, the CIA, my God, that's your job, is to be clandestine. How do you do right things when you're fighting enemies and stuff? You got to play by the same rules. No rules.
Yeah, but I thought he went a little bit too much in some things. It doesn't make any difference right now, and I probably don't have the right information in front of me, and I'm not going to go into that. But I didn't like him, and I didn't like his son, and I didn't like the other Jeb, the other Bush, the other Jeb, the other Bush, and
How'd that exclamation mark work out for Jeb? It didn't seem to work too good.
no.
Man, he went down in flames.
And the other one probably won because he used the same first and last name of the father, so it's not then we are going to be doing anything like that.
Well, I know that politics is a dirty, dirty business. You can't trust a politician for anything, and it'll be refreshing to have somebody that's not a real politician in there just to see what happens. But I tell you what, it's going to be opposite of what we've been getting for generations, and it's gonna work. It is going to work. We have to clean this mess up, and the best way to do it is get somebody that's not involved in it, an outsider, as they say. And Cruz is not an outsider. That's a bunch of BS. He may be not liked by the insiders, I guarantee you that, because he got on McConnell's ass and all that, and that I appreciate. But still, he's an insider.
Oh, of course.
And I love his
Same
politics. Oh, you have to know politics to be able to be president. No, you don't. Who the hell says that? A politician says that. Anything they say, believe the opposite. You'll be right on the truth.
And they take that long years in the Senate and the Congress as a badge of honor. No, you are just there because you have nothing else to do and you don't know how to do anything else. Bernie Sanders said, I've been here 25 years. Well, so what? What have you done in 25 years? Show me the money, Mr. What's his name again? Sanders. Show me the money, Mr. Sanders. 25 years. Hillary Clinton is not, well, I agree with you. She's not qualified to be the president, but what do you have to be a
Neither
president?
is he, but that's the point. The Democrat whole side of the aisle is just devastated. They got nobody. They haven't had anybody ever. I mean, Al Gore, John Kerry, who do they got? Nobody that's qualified to be anything, not even a dog catcher, in my opinion. Hillary Clinton is just the worst ever.
Yeah, I agree.
With the most baggage. You can't have someone running for office with more baggage than her.
And it's like Andrea Tentaro was saying today, tell me, why don't somebody tell me what she have done, then
Nobody can. You ask people on the street, what has she done for you? The music starts playing.
You cannot say what she have done for you, because president
What
not
has she accomplished?
What has she accomplished and what she have done for the American people in general,
Right.
not for
Nothing.
you or for you or anything
I
like that.
misspoke, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I meant?
Yeah, I know what you meant, but people, it's the same thing that when I make a mistake, people say, he don't even speak English, how can he talk? Well, you just want to diminish the meaning of my words, and that's why. And I wanted to correct you because people are going to say that when they don't agree with you.
Thanks.
I don't care what language you speak, I don't care how much of an American you are. people are gonna
Well,
do that.
she is so despicable that my words get mixed up when I'm trying to describe her.
Yeah.
She's undescribable.
Your words
How do
can
you
be,
describe a person like
your
that?
words can be despicable.
I mean, yeah, how do you describe someone that's that bad?
Yeah.
They put up the worst person they could dig up to put up against her, so that, she'd have someone else. She wouldn't just be ordained as their person, right? They had to put up someone so she could, be tested and go through the debates and stuff. And look what happened. The guy's winning. The piece of crap they put up there to make her look good is actually winning. That's how bad she is. What was she? She was a legal operative at the Rose Law Firm. She was a shyster attorney that was dirty. She did kickbacks of chicken deals on $100,000 for this and that. Whitewater. She had all these goddamn things in her background. The McDougalls and one scam after another. Her and Billy Boy and the trail of dead bodies behind them. I mean, they are the house of cards. That's who they are.
Yeah, they do. I don't understand why people are still so infatuated with her.
Only half the people.
Yeah.
47%.
Oh, I understand that most of these people,
47%.
most of these so-called people that like Hillary Clinton is only in the imagination of the newspapers writing the articles. It's not all the truth, they create that idea that she's welcome and she's well liked, and look at she has never done any kind of rally in an open
She's got to bust people in to get to 200.
Right. She has to make sure that she has the
She comes to Las Vegas. She goes to Rancho High School into a classroom, so it looks full.
Yeah, and the only reason she go to Rancho is because she got there where she can fool those young Mexicans hoping to become legal in this country. That's all.
They're all illegal at Rancho.
Not all of them, but I assume then
47% are.
I don't know because I don't count the
I heard
percentage.
47% of the students in the Clark County schools are Latino. 47%. Whether they didn't say break it down legal or illegal, but
Right.
47% is pretty strong.
They would not
What's
say
the
that.
percentage to population?
They would not break it down like that.
What's the percentage to population?
First of all, I believe that I don't know what is the population, Clark. I have no idea what is. You mean the Latino population?
To the white population or to others?
I don't know.
It's not 47%, I don't think. That's pretty high.
No, I think it's probably about 20, 28.
Yeah, like the
20.
blacks are 9 to
No,
11%.
I think there's more Latinos than blacks.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it is. I don't know. I would invite the people from the Latin Chamber of Commerce to talk about this, but we are not in the good list of the Latin Chamber of Commerce because we don't agree with all the stuff they do. It's like I wrote in the paper, Otto Merida retired and he put somebody else over there without taking it to vote or to anything. It is almost like a dynasty, you know and the board accept all the stuff they do. It's almost like yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir. And that's what I don't understand about this organization nowadays. There's nobody, and if you happen to be a daring person and go against, oh man, you are an enemy. You are an enemy. And I don't think it is. I don't think it should be that way. People have the right to have their own opinion. People don't need to have the people don't have to have the habit of being right all the time. They can be They can have their own personal opinion. They don't have to agree with the leader or so-called leader because I tell you the truth, I don't call Otto Merida a leader of the Latino community. I don't. You know, the American people might, but I don't. I don't believe, I never did. I never believed he's a leader. You have to be born a leader. You cannot make a leader.
Natural born?
Yes,
Natural.
natural born, you know. And when you only think about yourself, you're not a leader. That's the whole thing. You know, everybody in this town wants to be a leader.
You
But
think about what's going on with the election. We got Hillary and we got Cruz, and neither one of them may be legitimate to even make it. What kind of election is this? What if Cruz keeps going, and what if they have this thing at the convention and this and that, and Cruz gets traction, and the Republicans try to make him the winner, and then come to find out, well, he's born in Canada, so he's not qualified. I mean, what goes on? I think it comes down to, well, whoever wins, wins, and it doesn't need to be qualified or not. We're gonna forget about all that, and the laws don't mean anything in this country, neither does the Constitution. We'll just change that and do whatever we want to do. And I just don't understand. How can you even have somebody running like a Hillary Clinton? It's coming down now to where something's going to have to happen. And what's going to happen? So let's say she gets indicted. Does that make Bernie the nominee? I mean, my God, can you imagine? A communist. It might as well be Putin. We might as well just become Putin. Might as well get him over here. I just don't understand it. But that's the decimation that happens when you get politicians involved. You get these supposed leaders of the parties, which are corrupt organizations, and this has been coming for a long, long time. You end up with devastation. When you have people that aren't qualified to be a dog catcher trying to pass on that they're the powers to be that are going to appoint who's going to be the next president, you end up with devastation. Now, the Democrat side, we have Hillary Clinton, a felon, a liar, who lied to the parents of dead soldiers that were killed in action, and Hillary Clinton lied right to their face at the soldiers' funeral. Is that presidential? You've got to be kidding me. I could not think of a more despicable person to put up there to run for president. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And then to make her look good, the Democrats' powers to be dust off this Bernie Sanders, get the cobwebs cleaned off of him, prop him up on the stage, a devout, announced, established communist to run for president to make Hillary look good, and he's not even a real Democrat. He's got an I next to his name the whole time he's been in Congress, or Senate, or wherever the hell he is now. He's always been an independent. So he's not a legitimate person to begin with. And that's who they prop up there to give Hillary some challenge, a devout communist. And guess what, Democrat Party? He's winning. He's won, what, 7 out of 8 of the last contests? I mean, that's unbelievable. And talk about your newspapers and your moderators that report things. Some people the other day were saying Trump's lost the last 6.
Who said that? In my paper?
No, papers, moderators, things on Fox News.
No,
he lost the last 6. When was Arizona?
I don't know.
He hasn't lost the last 6.
Of course not. But
Such
the people, and this is what I have to repeat every single day. Don't listen to the newspapers. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to anybody but yourself. Go and educate yourself. And go in there and find out for yourself what is going on, because the newspapers are going to tell you what they want, and depend on who is going to buy advertising from them, or what kind of deal the publisher or the editor are doing with the politicians. That's why I keep telling you, don't listen to anything else but yourself.
Or believe the opposite. I like that formula
Well, that would
myself.
be even better, but
Yeah, because then you know what the truth is. Whatever they say, believe the
You know.
opposite. You're gonna be right on most of the time.
Yeah, I believe that it should be something that the people have to know. Then the newspaper lies. Ted Cruz is not the only liar. You know, the newspaper lies. I keep saying over and over. I remember when Sue Loudon was running against Shawn Angle. Shannon Angle was winning in every county except 9 county. But the newspaper, the Review Journal, it keep insisting that Sue Loudon was winning. And the people still subscribe to the stupid paper, and the people still listen to the newspaper and swear in everything the newspaper said. You know, and I tell you one thing, every time that anybody prove us right, you know, like I wrote the other day, I don't know if it was in the editorial or in my column, but Obama proved us right when we said a president or a candidate for president should not be having the Cuban flag in his campaign headquarters. It should not have a picture of a mercenary murderer like Che Guevara. And now he shows up with a t-shirt with a Che Guevara head. And it's not because he wanted to cut Che Guevara's head, because Che Guevara's head was cut long time ago. You know, I'm saying that because he sympathized with that socialist. Fidel Castro is calling him the N word. The N word after he went there and kissed Raul's feet. He got in his knees and kissed Raul's feet, offering everything. And then Raul said, we're not going to give you nothing, nothing. We are going to be the pimp of the Americans. And then I proved myself right. Raul is not going to give nothing. All they want is the base, the Guantanamo base. And that's what the American people should protest when Obama tried to give that Guantanamo base to the Cuban people. That belonged to the United States. That is an American property at this time, after 125 years. You know, so
Well, from a strategy standpoint, we would be pretty stupid to give up that base to the Cuban people.
Of course.
I mean, it's pretty damn stupid. And what's the purpose of it?
And the front page of the newspaper, or
It's wrong.
the only newspaper in Cuba, and the front page, they use the N word referring to Obama.
Well, at least they told the truth there.
Well, no, that's not true, because he's not
Oh,
full.
half.
He's
Yeah.
not a full
Even that
blooded
was a
black.
lie. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You know, I don't see.
He sure doesn't look like a mixed.
Yeah,
Sure doesn't look mixed.
he doesn't look like Mixon. You're
No,
right.
not at all.
You're right. You know, and now we need to go into.
I wonder when it'll be when we find out where he was really born.
Oh, we're never gonna find out. That's
Never
it.
gonna find out.
The only way that will matter now is if he wants to stay in power. If he wants to stay as president, well, at that time it will not be president, it will be dictator. But if he wanted to
Why
be,
can't we find out? What's going on to where the other side, let's say, like Trump, I think Trump found out, and I think Trump has the goods, and he can play that card whenever he wants to. He just didn't have any reason to play it yet. But how can we as a nation, with all the CIA and this and that, and all the spying that we do, how in this day and age can you not know really where somebody was born? Where are the people that were at the hospital? Where's the witnesses coming forth from Hawaii? They remember him coming home from the hospital. There's not been one single person.
Well, but now if we're gonna be getting into that situation again, Clark, I think we need to.
It's just a question. Well, why are we? There's
We
something
need to
going
ask that
on.
question to the FBI, to the Secret Service, to the Department of Justice. All those people, they have the tools, the manpower to clear the air, and they
Are
have
you telling me that they don't know?
but they keep their mouth shut.
Why? That's
Why?
my point. Why?
Why? So who are we gonna blame? Obama? No. I'd like to be the president of the United States too. If I can get away with a lie, I will be a president. But I don't
Everything
think I
else
can.
comes out. How does
My
it-
accent is too thick, too heavy. I
That's true.
cannot be. I cannot be. I cannot lie where was I born. You know. But the president, the FBI, and the Secret Service, everybody else, if they keep their mouth shut, it's because they wanted to keep their mouth shut.
Well,
Because
this thing with Cruz is like the 1970s, isn't it? When he was born and when his parents were in Canada. I mean, that's only, what, 30, 40 years ago at the most? That's
how?
fairly
No,
recent
he's
reference.
42, right? Or 46.
I said 40 years ago, so 73-ish, around that neighborhood.
I don't know.
That would be 43 years ago. So that's not that old. I mean, aren't there records in Canada? Forgot, Canada's a friendly country to us, I would think. I mean, were his parents Canadian citizens only at the time that he was born? That's my question.
Well, according to
If they were, he's doubly not qualified.
according to an article that appears in the Las Vegas Tribune this week, I think it was 1973 or whatever it
That's
was.
the date I heard.
The Canadian people did not allow. The Canadian people don't
Hey
allow.
man, you want to talk about lying, man?
We're on the radio.
I know you're on the radio. You want to talk about lying? What the hell is this? What are you doing to me, man? Huh?
What is that?
Why are you defaming my character right
Who
here?
are you?
Look, man, tell
Who
me
are
I'm
you?
committing fraud. You know
Who
who I
are
am.
you? No, I
You
don't know who you
I
are.
am. Yeah, you
I
do
don't
know
know
who
who you
I am.
are. No,
Oh,
I
look,
don't.
I'm in your paper, bro.
I
I'm right here in
don't
your
know. Let me
paper, you
see.
schmuck.
Let me see.
I'm in your paper. You don't know who
Let
I
me
am.
see.
You're full of shit.
No, I don't know who you are.
You
Don't
know
sit
who I
down
am.
because you're not invited.
I am invited
No,
because
you're not
you're
invited.
defaming my
Shut that
character in here.
microphone off.
And I should sue you for this.
I
Right?
am
You are
thinking of
defaming
this.
my character.
Well, show me.
You have
Show
my
me.
paper, man.
Show me
You have
that.
it.
Show me.
You are a piece of shit. You're believing this liar. You're believing this guy. You're defaming
Oh,
my
I
dead
know who you
grandmother.
are. Oh, now
My
I
dead
know who you
grandmother.
are.
Look,
I
hello. What do you
I
think
know who
I
you
am?
are. Yeah, I know who you are now. Yes, you are. I know who you are. So what?
So what?
I
So you're
invited you to
defaming
be
my...
here. I invited you to
You
be here.
never
And
invited
you
me.
never answered.
You never
Yes, I
invited me.
did.
When?
I did talk when I was in the other building.
You
When
never
I was
invited
in
me.
the other
You
building.
never called me. You never
No,
invited
you
me.
were
You
supposed
never
to
did
call
nothing.
me. I'm gonna chase you. You're not my type for me to chase you.
Look, chasing me. Look, man, you're defaming my
You
character.
don't shoot me
The
then.
truth hurts.
The truth
You're a
is, you're a
goddamn
liar.
Don't
You're
shoot
a
me
liar.
then.
You're a liar. Why are you believing
No.
this guy's lies? This guy's misconception.
Okay,
Huh? Why are you
fine. If
believing it?
you think I'm lying, sue me. That's
You
all I
are
can tell
lying.
you. And now, shut up and leave.
Your paper.
Shut up
Your
and
paper.
leave.
No, I'm not going to leave. Your
What?
paper.
Excuse me?
Your paper
Excuse
that
me.
says,
Excuse me.
Don't do
Excuse
anything
me.
else, asshole.
Get out. Get out of here.
hey,
Get out of here.
I have the right to be here. You're
No,
defaming
you
my
don't.
character.
right.
This
No,
is
you
a public
don't.
place.
You use like a normal human
It's a
being.
public place.
You act like a human being. You act like a human being. You call me, you make an appointment, and I give you the fucking microphone. So don't tell me that you're gonna come here and interrupt my show. Who the fuck you think you are?
Who the fuck do you think you
Motherfucker!
are?
Get the fuck out of here!
Who do you think
Get
you
the
are?
fuck out of here!
He
Who
is
do
exactly
you
what
think
he
you
is.
are?
This is
Get
exactly
the fuck
what
out
he
of here!
is. This is
Who are you?
You
exactly
are
what
on
he
camera.
is.
Let me take
I
you.
know I'm in camera.
Okay.
I'm not aware of
Oh,
it. You think I picked this time because I don't know?
Okay, so
Things
get
are
out.
falling apart for you, aren't they?
Get
You
out.
little maniac.
Get out.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's why
Get
you're
out.
acting like this.
Yeah.
You are dead. You're
It's
done.
over on
You're
Tuesday.
finished. Oh, yeah, it's
It's over on
over
Tuesday.
for you, buddy.
This whole thing is over on Tuesday because
Yeah.
he lost the case.
Yeah,
I
okay.
lost
Alright.
the case. Do you know what the United States Supreme Court
lost.
is?
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you?
If you have anything to do, just tell your lawyer to sue me.
Look at this.
You
Well,
got
I just
plenty-
want to know.
you got plenty lawyers.
You promised to be honest. You promised to be fair. That you
I
have
don't
the
promise
paper.
anything to you.
Your paper promises to be fair
I
and
didn't
balanced
promise
and
nothing
not
to you.
lie.
Get the
This
head
is
out of
all
here.
lies. This
Get
is
out.
all bullshit.
Get out.
This is all bullshit.
Get
dude.
out for the third time.
This is all
Get
lies.
out.
You
Get
should not
out.
lie on your
Get
paper.
out.
You should not be such
Do
a
me a
smart.
favor. Shut
You
the
shouldn't be
microphone.
doing.
Shut the microphone.
You shouldn't be
I'm
doing
not going
nothing.
to give him the opportunity.
Yeah, because the only way I could get it is you still get. You don't want to hear no other side of the story. You
No,
only want
I
to hear
don't.
one side. You only want to
You
hear
were
this schmuck.
invited to come
This
here.
fucking
They
guy.
said they kept that day totally nothing else happened.
What
You
are
were
you talking about?
scheduled to
I never
be
had a
here
date.
and nobody was here.
It was never a
It was
date.
Get the
scheduled the
fuck
next
out.
Friday.
Get the
It was
fuck
never
out.
a date.
I heard
I
it.
would not have scheduled
You-
on Friday, man. It would have to be on Thursdays or Wednesdays. It cannot even be on Friday.
I'm off on Wednesday.